Hey folks, it's the Red, getting back to Let's Play Shantae, Risky's Revenge. We at last got the third magic seal, and surprisingly enough, Risky Boots did not make any sort of attempt to try and take it from us, this time. And so, we have an opening to get back to Scuttletown and get it to Uncle Mimic. So, we just need to get past some of our Mermaid Cliff enemies here. Shouldn't take too terribly long to get through. Also, proof of concept, while these mermaids are in a puddle, you can run right across them. Like so, without taking damage. So that's nifty to know if you want to try and get past them. Then all you have to do is worry about dodging their attack. Alright, so we're back in Scuttletown, so let's go see Uncle Mimic. Except when we get here, we find that nobody's home. Weird. Well, maybe he's back at Shantae's Lighthouse, so let's head on over there. And if you try and go see Sky, well, she's not going to be there either. So there will be no hints to tell you where to go, you just need to know to go here. And here we'll find her friends. Shantae, there you are! We were looking all over for you. Did you know that I was off looking for seals? What's going on? Where's Uncle Mimic? You're not going to like this. We found a ransom note in his workshop. Oh no. Take a look. Maybe you should sit down. No, please read it. Risky Boots says she took your uncle and will trade his life for the 3 magic seals you've got. So that was her plan. She's hiding out in the lamp's original resting place, somewhere east of here. Did Shantae ever know that at some point? Do you know what she's talking about? Poor uncle. This is all my fault. East? That means he's over by the mayor's private retreat? Don't be stupid. This would put him near the old boathouse. What kind of moron doesn't know east from west? Someone's been hanging around Uncle Bad Advice too long. Please don't argue. I need help coming up with a plan. I can help. Who said that? Oh, it's you again. Yay, I get to butcher this guy's voice again! Who's this guy? You've got it all wrong! Risky Boots didn't take your old friend. It was that zombie gal. Roddy's Hops? She'd never! Besides, why should I believe you? Didn't you explode in a huge stage clear sequence? Fourth wall. Hey, don't blame me for putting up a fight. The pirate lady was threatening me and my babies if I didn't hand over the magic seal. She really shook things up, and now my kids have run off. Whether you believe me or not, that zombie and pirate are in cahoots, and that's a fact. This sounds fishy, and you sure know a thing about fish. Why would you come here? Why, to strike a deal, naturally. Miss Boots will be expecting to fight you on her terms. But there's a back door to her hideout that might just give you an advantage. If you agree to save my 3 golden babies, I'll show you how to open the path to Risky's hideout. Either way, she knows I'm coming. What do you guys think? If Risky's hideout is underwater, my birds can't do squat for you. You might have to trust this guy. He might be a stinker, but I think he's telling the truth. Okay, you've got yourself a deal. Where do I start? My babies are probably hiding in the undersea caverns close by. One of them has an artifact that will help you enter the back door to Risky's lair. Let's get this done quickly. Uncle Mimic needs me. And so at this point, Shantae is tasked to find the 4 golden babies, and they're all hidden underwater in the area of the Polyp Bay and the Mermaid Cliffs. Now, on its surface, that might sound like a lot of searching that you would have to do, but it's actually quite simple. Especially if you look at the map. So let's consult the bottom screen a minute, and if you look down there, there are 4 blue squares along the bottom, indicating all of the underwater sections that can be visited. There will be baby warp squids hiding in 3 of these 4 blue squares. However, there is something to be found in all 4 of the blue areas, so we will be visiting all of them. And then you might notice that there's this little path branching off of that 3rd blue square there. That's the way to Risky's lair, but we'll be covering that later. So that will make things at least a little more simple. Alright, so we just need to get past the platforming section again. Trust me, I've done this so many times at this point that this is just no problem. Okay, so we're at the save guy. And here's the first patch of water that we're going to be swimming in. Wait for the crab to come up and then go for a dive. Unfortunately, we still can't attack these things, so do your best to avoid them. Actually, it looked like I went through that one for a minute. Head on up here. And there's our first baby squid. If I can get up there. There we go. You got a golden baby squid. 2 more to go. Alright. Back to mermaid form. And let's head to the left one more screen and make use of the warp pedestal. Off to the Mermaid Cliffs. And this conveniently puts us right next to the boathouse. We're gonna head back to mermaid form and take a dip in these waters. Other than that first one that we got, pretty much all the caverns that are found underwater will be found either to the left or to the right. So you're not going to have to do too much searching. It's pretty straightforward. More straightforward than it might seem. Let me go ahead and get my pike ball out and take care of these spiders. Alright. Once more, a mermaid. And I managed to get the gems too. Lucky. And our second golden baby squid. Okay, now we have a bit of a ways to the right that we need to go. I'm going to go ahead and do a jump cut, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we've made it to the opening in the next area. The one right next to Scuttletown. Ooh, and there's bubbles nearby. Let's watch out for those. Okay, let's go diving. We're going to need to head to the left side of this screen. Into a little opening here that this fish won't get out of the way of. Thank you. This is probably the most convoluted path to get through, but it's still not too bad. Mainly just this pathway that you can't really see where you're going. And we'll head on up here, and as you can see, we're going to need the elephant form to get to some treasure chests. And then monkey form to go up this wall. once more elephant, to stomp your way down here. And here we'll find the third and final golden baby squid. Now we can bring them to the Squid Baron back at the lighthouse. So we'll go ahead and do another jump cut, and I'll see you over there in just a minute. Alright, we're back at the lighthouse area, and now we can drop off the baby squids. Hey, buddy. You've done it! You found all 3 of my babies! I'm fit to burst! Please, not in front of my house. Well, Genie girl, here's a deal's a deal. Come on, kiddos. Whoever has the artifact, give it to the nice lady. And with that, we got the mermaid bubble. This gives us an attack underwater, a projectile attack. With that thing, you can fire bubbles in mermaid form. In addition to blasting enemies, you can also destroy the undersea blockades. Risky's lair is east of here, just outside town in the deepest part of the sea. Well, what are you waiting for? Kick her butt! Take her down hard! And once you do, snap some close-ups. Bolo, what is wrong with you? It's time for a showdown. Hold on, Uncle, I'm on my way. In a little while, anyway. I've still got a few items left that I need to clean up. We just need to go around and collect the last of the magic jelly. And we have one more heart holder to get a hold of, so we're going to go take care of that. Using our new bubble attack. So let's head in this direction. And finally we can do something about these fish. This isn't quite the right way. Once again, get to the as far left side of the screen as you can. Go away. And here we'll find one of those undersea blockades. Just shoot a bubble at it, and away it goes. Here we're just going to find a bunch of treasure, which is good. I'm trying to get to 999 treasure right now, so that I can ensure that I will get everything I need from the shop. This is a good stop for money, so it's worth coming by, I think. Just one more jar here. Okay. Let's get transformed. Now we're going to head to the right side of this screen. Isn't it just so calm and peaceful underwater? And inside here we'll find a single treasure chest with the third and final heart holder. And now we have a 6 heart life bar. That is as far as it can go. Okay. At this point, we're going to go ahead and do some more jump cuts, since we've pretty much seen everything there is to see in the overworld, so I'm basically just going to jump to the parts where there are actually things to be collected. So, let's go get the rest of the jelly. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so first up we have this little cave here in the Lilac Fields that we initially couldn't do anything before, but since we obtained the stomp, now we can. So become an elephant here, and bring the whole house down. And we'll get ourselves delicious jelly! And that's all there is for this cave. We don't have far to go to get to the next one, so let's go on head over there. We can use this warp pedestal to quickly get in that direction. Off to the Tangle Forest. For the most part, it's a straight shot to where we need to go. We need to get to that section of the Lilac Fields where we found the broken coffee part. See, there should be a jump pad around here somewhere. Right here. Alright, now we just need to get past a few more scarecrows. You guys always catch me by surprise. Anyway, into this cave. We did come by here initially, where we found that there were some brambles that we could not quite reach before, but now that we have the Spitfire ability, we can fire at an arc. And we can take it out with no problem. Now we need the monkey form in order to bullet over there. Big jump here. And we don't actually need to transform yet. We just need to use some more fire. Oops. Yeah, we need to hit these blocks here. Then use the normal fireball to take out the other two. This does require some pretty precise aim here, but there are a couple of magic jars nearby that will replenish your magic if you need it. Anyway, by clearing those 3 blocks out, we can now go to a monkey form and charge right through. This is a pretty tricky one, I'll be totally honest. But there's our next delicious jelly. And then we'll use monkey form to get out again. And there you go. Whoa! Watch it, you spawn camper. Alright. Gonna go ahead and jump cut to the next one. I'll see you in a minute. After I get past this conga line of scarecrows. Okay, so I'm not sure if you remember this part of the first labyrinth that we went to in the game, but this was the only room that actually had water in it. And now we're gonna go swimming in that water. And in this little undersea crevice here, we're going to find a few of these minor enemies that we may remember before. And they're guarding some delicious jelly. That makes 3 jellies in this one labyrinth. Let me go ahead and get this guy out of the way. Okay, and another jump cut. And now we're back at the other labyrinth, in the room where we got the mermaid form. And you may also remember that there was a block down here that we could not do anything about, and it prevented us from being able to get to that treasure chest. Well, now we're going to go ahead and clear it away with the mermaid bubble, as you could probably surmise. So let's go ahead and swim on up there, clear away the block, and now we can get it. For one last time. Delicious jelly! And so, we now have all the jelly in the game. Let's go ahead and visit the shop one last time. Okay, and we're back to Scuttletown to do our final shopping run, before we head off to Risky's lair. So we're going to put the rest of our magic jelly to work, and this would also be a good time to put any money you have left over to work. So we're going to go ahead and get the flamethrower, the Mega Pike Ball, and the Mega Puff. Basically, stronger versions of weapons we already have. We can also go ahead and get the Attract Magic. What this does is draw items towards you. Like, for example, the gems that come out of a chest or a jar. You don't have to run around to collect them, they'll just come straight to you. It's a convenience item, mainly. I wouldn't recommend getting it, actually. But I'm getting it for completion's sake. And let's go ahead and get the Vial 3-pack, and then I will be maxed out on all of my potions as well. And with that, I've only got 9 gems left, but it hardly matters at this point, because now I have everything I need. Anyway, here's our new items in action. We're going to go ahead and try out the flamethrower. Just hold the R button, and you get a continuous stream of fire. All you can do is change directions while you're using it. Then we have the Mega Pike Ball, which is just 3 pike balls that surround you. And we have the Mega Puff, which does exactly what the Crush Puff does, except the explosion is longer. So that could do a lot of damage as well, and it could also do a lot of damage to my magic meter, which as you can see is almost empty now. So I'm going to have to wait a while for that to recharge. Thankfully, I'm not going to need to use these anytime soon. So let's go ahead and make our way to Risky's hideout. That's going to be over in this direction. In the first body of water that we can get to the east of Scuttletown. Yes, we're going to have to deal with the mermaids one last time. Actually, we're not. We're just going to run right by them. Become a mermaid form and jump into that tiny little crack there. Now we need to go straight down. Try to avoid fish. Not a whole lot of warning that they're coming up. Ugh. Should be getting close now. No, I think we need to go further down. There we go. Okay. So as we head to the far bottom right of this cavern here, we clear away this block, take out a couple of fish, and here we are. The entrance to Risky's lair. And up here we have a whole bunch of gems that I can now attract magic. Come to me. It's fun. So we head on into this door, and we discover another warp pedestal. We'll see where this one connects to soon enough. These warp squids are somewhat unique because they are the only ones that don't show up on the map. But then again, maybe that's because it's possibly spoiler related? I don't know. Guess we'll go ahead and take this heart. And into the next door, we'll find that we're going to need mermaid form once more. Swim off to the right. And welcome to the Sunken Cavern, aka Gradius Light. This is an auto-scrolling section where you have to stay in mermaid form, and we're going to have Tinkerbats crawling their way towards us with these little harpoon guns. Just shoot them down if they get in your way, and just continue going to the right. This section does go on for a bit of a while, I think about 3 minutes actually. All you gotta do is fight off Tinkerbats as they are coming towards you. There's actually an achievement in the Steam version for taking out all the Tinkerbats. Frankly, I don't find this section all that difficult, and it doesn't help either that the Tinkerbats can sometimes drop health, which can keep you topped off. So yeah, it's mainly just an endurance round more than anything else. Everything comes at you so slowly that I never really found this particularly difficult. It almost feels unfitting for this point in the game. I would have liked to see more moments like this. And those Tinkerbats are running on nothing. See, there was no floor there. What was it running on? Also, if you listen carefully, you'll hear a remix of one of the night themes from the overworld in the Game Boy Color game. So yeah, you just scroll to the right and shoot stuff occasionally. These guys on the bottom are being a problem. Okay, doesn't look like there's any more coming. So yeah, not really a whole lot to say here. Just, shoot and scroll. I do like the animations of the exploding fish, though. It's like they're, like, falling apart. That's funny. If you can see it around the explosion of the bubble. See, they are running on nothing there. That should be a gap down there. Then again, I can't really go down it. So, yeah, what's the deal with this? I want to say we're getting close, but we might not be. Also strange is that some of the gems are floating and some of them just drop on the ground. And oh boy, we got a lot of spike balls here. Yeah, you just shoot these ones repeatedly and eventually they'll explode. But most of the time I just find it easier to go around them. That's why I haven't been destroying them up to this point. You pest! It's always the ones on the bottom. Whoa! Boy, and sometimes they come flying up like that. Yes, I would probably say the ones along the bottom are the ones that give me the most trouble. These ones that are swimming with the pitchforks, no problem there. And with that, we have breached Risky's defenses, what little there was. So we'll swim on up here, recharge your health if you need it, and your magic, even though there was no point in there that you could use magic. I'm pretty sure you can't use magic while in mermaid form. And we'll find the other warp pedestal. This one will take you back to the first one that we just saw when we came into this cavern. If you want to do that sunken cavern thing again. Or it also provides a shortcut back to town. Also handy. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and call it here because beyond this door is the gate to the final boss. That's right, we're at the end of the game now. So, that's going to be next. It's the final showdown with Risky next time.